Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to a much-neglected BookTube event on my part, Octember, a BookTube event created by Quaint and Curious Volumes to concentrate on tentacular stuff, on fiction and nonfiction about octopuses and squids and whatnot. I meant to be doing an Octember video pretty much every day. I certainly meant to. I kept all month long getting sidetracked, and now Octember is wriggling away. Today is its last day, and I knew that, and I felt bad about it. So last night I threw a short novella on the pile to read for Octember, and of course it was tentacle fiction. Of course it was. It was this, Tangled in His Tentacles by Elijah Hamilton, with one of these slop AI covers where it looks very dirty and dim, instead of popping with color or detail or even sharp lines. I guess this must be the cheap AI, or maybe this book was made by AI. Maybe it was. I have no idea. It didn't read it. It read very passionately, naturally. The thing about tentacle fiction is that there's a pretty strong template, and it's a very rare piece of tentacle fiction that will stray beyond that. This one does not. This one does not. This is the story of an otherworldly being named Kairos, who can put on a human form, but he is not a bipedal creature on his own. So when he's not paying attention, or when he's, aroused, things start spilling out all over. And there's a young man in the story named Theo who, there's some bits and pieces of a personality attempted to be given to him and to Kairos, but mainly the thing is with tentacle fiction, that the tentacular individual is going to blow the mind. Yes, I said the mind of the main human character. The main human character, no matter what they come from, no matter who they are, it could be, often is, a straight man who's never had anything but missionary position and only with his high school girlfriend, or it could be a gay man who thinks that he's already experienced all the ecstasy that any of the body's orifices can provide. And the whole point of the encounter with whatever the tentacular being is that they are going to prove that character wrong. They're going to bring the character to heights of ecstasy, the like of which they have never experienced before. I like the tentacle fiction that tends to go a little bit beyond that, give us a little bit more than just that, because that otherwise is just straight one-handed reading. It does nothing for me. Nothing. Even though I've learned to write it, I can write it if I need to. Just once I tried. It still does nothing. It's still, I can look at word choice, but it's still largely boring. So I was hoping for the length of this that Theo and Kairos would be more to each other, especially in Kairos. We don't know how old Kairos is. We don't know why he keeps longing for what have to be to him these little toy puppets. I thought I read this and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I don't know if I've read it before. I don't think I have. And I don't know if I've ever read Elijah Hamilton before. But like with most tentacle short stories that I read, I finished it thinking, boy, you could have done a lot more with that. I know you don't want to. Well, it sounds like we have a commercial interruption coming up. I know that the authors who write this sort of thing don't want to do that. I'm not saying that they can't do it. Elijah Hamilton, or the bot, or whatever this is capable of writing pretty good, effective prose. So you could do that, but at the end of all of these, I think, well, boy, is it just me? Is 28 too old? I'm more interested in the other stuff than I am in... Anyway, it wasn't a bad experience to end my Octember. It was just, maybe I'd be a little bit more in the mood for tentacle fiction now on the last day of the month if I'd been reading it all month long. I feel sorry that I didn't do that, but there's nothing that says I can't read tentacle fiction in October. That's pretty horrifying, after all. Anyway, I'll wrap this up. That was my my Octember. I'll hope for better next time, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.